Good morning, everyone. How are you this morning? It is Wednesday, November the 12th. Alrighty. This is Debbie Scott, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Brigden, Ontario. And if you're just finding my page, welcome. I've had quite a few new followers in the last couple days. So if you're new, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I super appreciate it. Alrighty, so I'm just trying to bring it up on my iPad here, but oh, there we go. There we go. Alrighty, so I am using the Make a Memory Scrapbooking Kit today. And this kit came out actually quite a while ago, and it went on sale when Stampin' Up! Had the kit sale. And so I thought, oh, I'll just grab it. And then I didn't even really look at it. I opened it, I looked through it quickly, but I didn't really use it. I didn't do any projects with it. So I thought this would be a great time to do that. So it comes in this cute little pizza box. I kind of zoomed out a bit today, so hopefully you can see. I'm just going to kind of put the box sideways there. So it comes with some word stickers, and it was in 3 different languages, I believe. They're at the bottom, so once we get to the other ones, I'm pretty sure there was 3 different languages. Just gonna make a little space here so I can pull this all out. This is a sticker sheet with just some leaves and sprigs. That's one of our 12 by 12 sheets. And then there's this great punch out sheet. There's a bicycle, which is what we are going to use today. There's a camera, which I've used on another layout, and some flowers and some awesome images there. I really like that sheet. And then it also comes with a bunch of 4x6. I think they're 4x6. Yeah. 4x6 photo mats. And this isn't all of them. I've used a bunch of them on my other layout. Some great colors in here. I love this kit. I love all the yellow. Just funny because I haven't used a lot of it yet, but I do really like it. And then some more punch out sheets, which you can see I've punched a bunch out. Some frames there and some tags. And there was 2 sheets of those in different colors. And then there was 2 sheets that had some strips that you can use on your layout. And I am using one of those today, so I will show you that. There we go. Now I'm down to my other words. So yeah, there was 3 different languages. I'm going to set that down, and then I will show you the papers that came with it. There's another one of those strip sheets. We've got lots of petal pink in this one. I've used a bit of that sheet already. I love this one. Super neat with the little arrows on there. Some crumb cake. And I really like this one too. Super colorful. All right, so that is what comes in your kit. But as I mentioned, that's not all of it because I've already used some of it. That's what I have left. So this is the background that we're going to be using today. It was one of my favorites. And then I'm also using one of the strips, but I cut it in half. So I believe that's 1/2 inch. Yeah, so the strip was 1 inch wide. So I cut it in half because I do have a coordinating layout that I've already finished. And so I wanted to use the other half of this strip on my other layout to tie it all together. So I've got 4 photos that I'm going to, or sorry, 3 photos, 4 by 4 inches, and they are going to go right down the side here. So I went back into my box full of photos and found some old ones of my daughter. She got a new bike this day, and you can see here she's got training wheels on, and then up here she doesn't. So she took the training wheels off the same day that she got the bike, and she was pretty excited about that. So I'm going to start by laying these down. I'm going to do my little strip here first. So I just checked before I came on, and this kit is still available. And it's called Make a Memory Scrapbooking Kit, and it's $49. So I'm going to put that right at the 4.5 inch mark. I am going to put these overlapping, and then I wanted a little bit of the paper on this side to show as well. So these are 4 by 4 photos. So they were just in my photos in my stash that I trimmed down from 4 by 6. So they should fit perfectly along the side here. Just got to stand up so I can kind of see that I'm getting that straight. And up to the top of my layout. So you'll see this is a pretty quick layout. It does go super fast when you have all the bits and pieces already ready for you. So these kits are super handy for that. So I have cut one of my photos down. This one it ended up being 2.5 by almost 3.5. And then I put a white layer. And then I am adding a pretty peacock photo mat as well. So that is the only cardstock that I've added to this layout. Everything else is from the kit. So this was a 4 by 6 photo mat that came in the kit. And that one's got lots of layers, so it gives it a bit of dimension already, so I don't really need any dimensionals on there. And then this little square with the lines, that was in the kit as well. So I've added my journaling on there. And put that up near the top. We have some great journaling pens now. We got new ones with our new catalog. And let's see if I have them here. I can't put my hand on it right now. Oh, here it is. I actually think it came with 3, and I think it came 3 in a pack. I'm just not sure where I put the other one. I'm sure they're somewhere safe. So I'm going to be adding my little bicycle on here. So that's gonna go there. So I'm gonna move this over a bit because I don't want my tire to be off the page. So I think, and then my title's gonna go up here. And I'm using some word stickers that came in the kit, Happy Together. So I'm going to put happy. I did put just a little bit of embossing buddy on the back because I like to be able to move my words around until I figure out where I want them. This one I didn't. This one's still pretty sticky. This one wasn't the color that I wanted. So what I did is I stuck it down on my silicone mat, and then I just used a blending brush and some pretty peacock ink and just went over it until I got it the shade that I wanted it. It was a super light green and it didn't go with my layout. Okay, so that's gonna go there, and I think I'm gonna stick it down right now because that's right where I want it. And it's pretty sticky. And I'm just gonna stand up here so I can just eyeball it and make sure it's straight. There we go. And then I'm going to put happy here. I think I'll pop it up because, as I mentioned, I did kind of unstick the back anyway. So I need to add a little bit of adhesive to it. I'm just going to trim the edges there of my mini dimensionals and just add those on. So is this a kit that you have? Have you used it at all? When it first came out, I did see a few layouts online. I didn't see a ton using it. Oh, I can't get that off. I'm just going to offset that a little bit. There we go. I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to put it down flat. Make sure I leave room for my bike. That looks good. And I think I'll pop my bike up too. So weather-wise, I always like to know what your weather is like where you are. And here, it's kind of chilly. It's warming up a bit, but I'm in southwestern Ontario, and some spots got so much snow the last couple days. They have like over a foot of snow, but we didn't get that where I live. Thank goodness. I am not a snow person. So this was in the kit. I have brought in some of that irregular weave trim. I really like that. And then, yeah, that's all for that one. And I think I'm just going to pop that right there. So yeah, luckily we didn't get a ton of snow where we are. And it's supposed to warm back up this weekend. So people that did get all the snow are just going to have a mess. I feel bad for them. And then I thought I could add a little bit of something up here. So I brought in a couple of these tags, and I'm just going to layer them there. And then this is just a little leftover bit from my other layout. And I'm just going to add this little kind of bird's nest of fibers there. So what I've done to get those, I'll show you here. This is a retired ribbon. It is Lost Lagoon. It was the only thing that I had in my stash that kind of matched. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting off the very edge of that trim where it's kind of sewn together to hold it all together. I learned this trick from Sherry Roth. She has some great videos too. I learned this from her. And then you can just pull apart those little fibers, because sometimes you don't want a whole big piece of ribbon. You just want a little bit. So that is how I got those little bits there. So I'm going to go ahead and lay these two down. And I'm going to go off the top of my layout a bit, and then I'll just trim it after. So then to attach that, I'm going to put some adhesive on this little strip, and then I will just attach my fibers to my strip. And that will kind of hold them in place there. And then I'm going to add a little more. And I'm just going to put that at the top. So then I will just flip that over and trim off what's hanging off of my layout. And there we go. So as you can see, it does go super quick when you have a kit with everything all stamped and cut out for you already. Your words are done. You can just pop it together. And then here is the coordinating layout. So I found this picture in my stash there too. I think you can see all of that. So this background I really liked. That was in the kit as well. Oh, I did add some little embellishments there. Those are retired as well. I was just trying to use them up. And then my title here, these are the moments. So thank you so much for joining me today. And I will be back next week. So you have a good week. Thank you. Bye.